Megan Fox. Great to see you. How's everything?
Where is... Yeah!
Don't get them excited. They're already at a dangerous level already.
Where's Guillermo?
He's right over there. There he is.
You better come here for some snuggle time.
Oh my God.
How are you?
You're my favorite.
Oh my goodness, Guillermo. Oh my God. Wow.
Wow.
Look at you.
Thank you very much.
You were just done. I think I saw his chalupa there, Guillermo. Wow. Guillermo, how are you feeling right now?
Great.
You look like a tomato with a mustache.
It's too hot here.
Well, that's very nice of you. And, well, it's nice of you to do that for people to spread your love around to our security.
Yeah.
Do you do that to other security guards or just Guillermo?
Just Guillermo.
Just Guillermo in particular?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since you were here.
Yeah, it has.
747 days to be exact.
Wow.
In fact,
Wow.
Guillermo has asked each of those 747 days when you were coming back. And tonight it all happened. It's magical.
You're a sweet cherub of a man.
And let me say, I'm glad to see you growing out of your awkward phase because it was
I know, it was weird. It was
very
tough for a
gangly
while.
when you were here the last time. How's everything? Everything going well?
Everything's going.
Your
yeah.
career has become very big. Everything is taken off for you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Well, yeah.
I think so.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
on the cover of every magazine.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you're on the inside pages of the magazine,
Yeah.
too. You're in this Transformers movie, which is a big deal.
I'm in a Transformers movie.
And yet you are, you're not the typical beautiful actress who's...
Why is that?
Because I think you're a little more, well, a little more down to earth maybe a little less guarded than other people.
Maybe.
That perhaps come across my couch.
Yeah.
And sit there and lie.
Yeah.
We were talking about your childhood last time you were here and growing up in, like Tennessee and Florida?
In Florida, yeah.
And what did you do when you were a kid in the summertime?
Well, I did two things. I had a summer job once, like my first job ever. I worked at this place called Tropical Smoothie, and it was fine except for every 4 days of work, one of us had to dress up as a fruit of your choice and go out onto the street and hold a sign and dance and promote Tropical Smoothie. And the choices were apple or banana. And apple is a good one because you were completely concealed. No one knew it was you. You was just your legs sticking out. But banana was more aerodynamic, and so I chose that because you could dance more freely in that, but it had a cutout for your face, so all of my friends would drive by on the highway and throw things at me while I was dancing.
You actually acted as a banana on the street. Wow.
I was banana dancing.
That is unbelievable.
I did it.
That seems like a real waste of your talents, though, you know? And then you went to Bible camp, I understand.
I did.
Which I was forced to go to Bible camp also.
Really?
Actually, it was called Vacation Bible School, and it really was a vacation more for the parents who dropped us off there.
It marked the beginning of my downward spiral in life.
Did it really?
Did it do it to you also?
No, I was already well on my way.
Oh, okay.
Tell us how that happened for you.
I've been a good kid up until that point. Like, I was making decent grades and sort of behaving. Like, I've always had a loud mouth and been really obnoxious, but they sent me to Bible camp, and, you know, it consists of things like you do arts and crafts, and you go, like, canoeing, and then you have, like, scripture reading class, and then you all meet in the auditorium and you sing songs. Like, did you ever sing the Pharaoh song? Like, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go. Okay, well, things like that.
Wow.
It traumatizes children to do this to them.
You know, they think that's hip to put it to a song that's from the 60s.
Moves.
Yeah.
And then that's where I had my first crush in Bible camp. His name was Clint. And in his arts and crafts, he made a little name friendship bracelet. and he got to design it himself, and it had his name on it and a Nike swoosh, because apparently he was really into Nike. He was athletic type.
I'm sure Clint, yeah.
But he was older. I was 10 and he was 15, and so we made this pact like that we were going to sneak out because we had to sleep with counselors and our camp counselors in our
What?
rooms. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like sleep. They were in the. They were.
What religion is this? Because I'm due for a conversion anytime.
They slept in the cabin with us, and so I was ballsy enough to do it. Like, I waited for them to fall asleep, and I snuck out, and I met him at the lake where it was going to be really romantic. I was going to have my first kiss, but he bailed on me because Clint's a pussy, apparently.
So Clint just didn't show up? Is that what happened?
Clint didn't show up.
Oh, poor
That
gay
was that.
Clint. But that is a big age difference, though, in fairness to Clint.
10 and 15.
10 to 15, yeah, that is a big one at that age, you know? I mean, it really is. So I guess, man, no, I don't understand it. But this is a fascinating thing. As a kid, you wanted to be a comic book artist.
I did, yeah.
For real.
For real,
What's your
yeah.
favorite comic book?
Witchblade, Fathom was a big one. I'm a big fan of J. Scott Campbell. I think he's a good artist. He does Gen 13 and...
Yeah, see, for me, it was like Spider-Man and Batman and
like
that
the
sort of
basics,
thing.
yeah.
But I can't imagine you hunched over a desk drawing cartoons all the time like I was.
I did. Well, I do it on my Mac now. I have a program that I do it in, but I actually drew something for you. I want to preface it by saying I had limited time, and I only had access to a regular number 2 pencil, so it's not like completely
All right.
accurate.
The old-fashioned way. I'm excited by this.
I think it's okay, though.
Holy.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. That's very big. Wow. Have you been spying in my bathroom?
Yeah.
How'd you know my nipple was down there?
I knew it was. I also knew it was tiny like that.
Well, that's
Just like
very
a tiny
good.
little-
I mean, it's not what my body looks like at all, but that's very well done. I like, though, that I'm very muscular and yet still double chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's very good. I drew one of you two, and I really drew this, and I took it seriously. I did this, but I thought it'd be fun to draw the two of us together.
Am I touching your penis?
You are now. No, here's my picture of us together, and I think this just captures our relationship beautifully. You see what's happening there is you've got your tongue out, and I've got my tongue out there. You can see my body hair is at full attention. What do you think of that?
You did it with inks and everything. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I did it with a pen.
Like, you did it for real.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, you know, that's how we did it in my day. We didn't have computers and stuff. All we had was ourselves and a mirror. Well, that's very well done. Thank you. Well, that's for you,
Thank
and you can throw that out if you
No,
want.
I'm
But
gonna keep
believe
it.
me, I'm gonna aspire, not only keep this, but aspire to it. Megan Fox is here. We'll be right back. Well, we'll show a clip from Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen and more. We'll be right back. More with Megan Fox. Hi there, we're back with Megan Fox, David Cross from Phoenix, still to come. Megan, what is it like working with the director Michael Bay, who, from all accounts, appears to be insane?
Yeah, well, he's infamous for being a sort of tyrant, I guess, on set. But the first time I ever worked with him, actually, I had just turned 15, and I was an extra in Bad Boys 2.
Really?
And yeah, they were shooting this club scene, and they brought me in, and I was wearing a Stars and Stripes bikini and a red cowboy hat and like 6-inch heels. And they took me to Mike, and he approved it, and they said, you know, Michael, she's 15, so you can't sit her at the bar, and she can't have a drink in her hand. So his solution to that problem was to then have me dancing underneath a waterfall getting soaking wet. And that's...
Perfectly wholesome.
At 15, I was in 10th grade. So
Wow.
that's sort of a microcosm of how Bay's mind works.
Yeah, well, that's really a microcosm of how all our minds works. But some of us have the decency to repress those thoughts and pretend that they don't exist.
Right.
Did he? Was your director making the movie?
Sure. I mean, yeah, they make me say no for insurance purposes.
Yeah.
Like I'm not allowed to tell you the truth. But there was there was an instance where there's a part in the movie where we ran through a 1,000-gallon gas bomb that was rigged to detonate with dynamite, and there's no way to actually ensure that's safe with the actors.
Yeah.
And so it was up to shot. We got like a 30-second briefing, and basically they said, don't fall, and just try to get to point B, and that's all we can say to you. And so we ran, and it exploded, and they said they could feel the explosion from base camp, actually. It was so intense.
How far away was that?
It was far.
Really?
And, yeah, and it was football fields away. And so Michael holds 2 world records, one for the largest explosion ever in film, and 2 for the largest explosion with the actors present.
Oh, well, that's what wonderful records to hold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also for poisoning everyone with the craft service table. Most actors poisoned.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't care, do you think? Or he's...
I'm not sure. I mean, Shia almost lost an eyeball making this movie.
Yeah, but you have 2, I mean...
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's how Michael thinks. Like, if you lose a leg, he could CG it on and...
Yeah, and everything will be fine. You just transform it right on. Well, we have a clip from the movie, and
Okay.
well, here's what happened. This woman risked her life to bring you the following clip from Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, in theaters now. Well, that's ridiculous. There you go, Megan Fox, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen is in theaters now. Thank you for being here, Megan. Thank you for my drawing. We'll be right back with David Cross.